Hello and welcome to MBC News with me, Simeon Boyce, and our sign language interpreter tonight is Savita Wilima. Our top stories tonight. President Dr. Lazarus Chakwera says the conferment of senior counsel to 8 justices of appeal is not a political appointment. German Federal Bureau of Aircraft Accidents Investigation releases report of a plane crash that claimed the lives of Vice President late Dr. Salos Chilima and 8 others. Some economic experts are backing the proposal to raise fuel prices, saying maintaining the low prices will lead to shortage of the commodity. Glad you could join us. President Dr. Lazarus Chakwera says the conferment of senior counsel to 8 justices of appeal is not a political appointment and that the practice of giving positions as political favor has ended with him. The president said this at Kamuzu Palace in Lilongwe when he conferred the Justice of Appeals to Senior Counsel SC title. The president has stressed that all the processes for their recognition were done with transparency and accountability. Beatrice Mwape reports.
One by one, the justices took turns to receive the patent letters symbolizing their acceptance for the title. This is the highest bar of honor for legal practitioners in the country after serving the judiciary for at least 15 years and making significant contributions to the country's legal system. Speaking during the ceremony, President Dr. Lazarus Chakwera said this is a reward for the accomplishments they have made in the country's legal system. The president has commended the awardees for meeting the standards required by law, stressing as legal practitioners have demonstrated prowess in matters of law. Dr. Chakwera has since urged the justices of appeal to never abuse their positions but instead preserve integrity associated with the title by being impartial and objective as they have already shown.
The whole business has at times been a topic of suspicion when some individuals are seen going about town engaging in conduct unbecoming of a member of the bar and yet doing so with the title senior counsel in tow, thus throwing the entire fraternity of legal professionals into disrepute. I must therefore make it clear that any practice from the past that gave the title senior counsel as a political favor ends with me. For this is not a political appointment, but a fulfillment of what the law requires of the Honors Committee when it comes to those who have, by their accomplishments and credentials in the legal profession, distinguished themselves as being worthy of this designation.
On his part, Justice Hile Podani SC says this is a motivation to continue serving Malawians and provide the much-needed justice to all.
I must say I am delighted and I thank God for this conferment of this honor of senior counsel. It will give me a lot of momentum to work harder than ever before and make sure that I deliver justice to the people of Malawi.
And on her part, Justice Ivy Kamanga SC says the position comes with an overwhelming responsibility, which she says they are ready to shoulder to continue serving Malawians in every aspect of the society.
It is a privilege that also calls on a bigger responsibility on our part, that we should do better than whatever service that we had provided and delivered, and that we should excel in all that we do, so that the Malawians who have accorded us this favor and honor should be satisfied.
The 8 who have received honors are Justice Hile Podani, Justice John Nelson Katsala, Justice Ivy Chata Kamanga, Justice Makambira Charles Chinyai Mkandawire, Justice Dingiswayo Madise, Justice Dorothy Nyakaunda Kamanga, Justice Sylvester Augustino Kalembera, and Justice Roland Mvundula. The honor of senior counsel is conferred by the President on recommendations of the Honor Committee under Section 52 of the Legal Education and Legal Practitioners Act of 2018. Beatrice Mwabe, MBC News, Lilongwe.
The First Lady, Madam Monica Chakwera, has reiterated need for stronger partnership in support of education for needy boys and girls. She made these remarks in Lilongwe during a dinner which was organized to appreciate the role of various partners that have supported shaping Our Future Foundation since 2021 to provide educational support to over 2,700 vulnerable girls and boys. German Federal Bureau of Aircraft Accidents Investigation has released a report of a plane crash that claimed lives of 9 Malawians, including the Vice President, late Dr. Saulos Chilima. More in this report.
Details provided by the German Federal Bureau of Aircraft Accident Investigation in its interim report on the aircraft accident that killed former Vice President, late Dr. Saulos Chilima, and 8 others shows that the plane had been flying without some crucial gadgets. These include cockpit voice recorder or a flight data recorder and emergency locator transmitter, which stopped functioning when its battery expired in 2004. According to the report, these recording devices were not required by relevant aviation regulations. The report says the aircraft, as it crashed into the slope, it collided with the trunk of a tree with the outer part of right wing and a height of about 4.5 meters above. BFU gained access to 8 of the 9 post-mortem reports for the 9 occupants of the plane, which showed they suffered fatal multiple injuries of head in the form of high-impact trauma, and they include severe injuries of head and thorax, followed by fractures of the arms, legs, and pelvis. Malawians are hoping that the report will put to rest some of the conspiracy theories that some people were spreading about the accident. Malawi's Vice President, Dr. Saulos Chilima, and 8 other people were killed when the plane they were traveling in crashed in the Chikangawa mountain range on 10th June 2024. Dr. Chilima was scheduled to attend the burial ceremony of former Attorney General Ralph Kasambara in Katabe.
Leader of the House, Richard Banda, has urged members of Parliament to refrain from trivializing the plane crash report for political gain, emphasizing that the government is treating the matter with seriousness it deserves. Banda made the remarks in response to some parliamentarians' persistence on discussing the BFU plane crash investigation report, which has appeared on German aircraft investigation website. Eunice Jovo reports.
On Friday, deliberations continued in the House with a number of questions to the Ministry of Lands, asking the ministry to consider constructing police houses in various police formations. Minister of Lands Deusi Gumba, in his responses, assured the House that government is committed to deliver on the 10,000 housing units to security officers.
Right Honourable Speaker and the August House, let me assure the Honourable Member that indeed the Minister is agreeable to construction of houses at Lintipe and a
Debate ensued in the House where opposition members of Parliament asked government to bring a plane crash report released by German Federal Bureau of Aircraft Accident Investigation, BFU. Member of Parliament for Mangoje Southwest, Shadrack Namalomba, insinuated that government is not willing to bring the report to Parliament while laughing.
How can a plane zigzag in the air like that? We want to know who is at fault, because it is his ministry that is responsible for the death of our Vice President. You must resign.
This did not go well with government side, and Leader of the House, Richard Banda, sounded a warning to members of Parliament who make trivial statements to score political marks on the death of the former Vice President and 8 others.
Madam, the report has been released by the investigators.
And they said they will release today, and that's why Malawians were eagerly watching it. The report comes to government, Parliament wants it, it will be given, but let's not trivialize the matter. Let's not play with this matter. If you want to politic on this matter, we'll meet outside. But the death of the Vice President must not be used for politics. Don't start laughing, moving here, speaking as if you are feeling sorry, and you are laughing as well. We will not accept that.
This is the first week of the 5th meeting of Parliament in the 50th session. Eunice Jovo, MBC, Lilongwe.
Senior council officials from districts across the country have been advised to always remember that they are the face of government, hence the need not to forget their role as serving Malawians prudently. Deputy Minister of Local Government, Unity and Culture, Owen Chomanika, made this advice when he officially opened a quarterly meeting for district council officials drawn from various districts in the country. More in this report by Henry Hauker, read by Musase Cheo.
Tasosa praised the team for making the nation proud, expressing confidence.
The local government quarterly meeting for senior district council officials from districts in the northern and central regions aims at auditing the just-ended quarter as well as planning for the future. Speaking when he opened the meeting, Deputy Minister of Local Government, Unity and Culture, Owen Chomanika, advised the councils to be servants of the people and respect each other's line of authority within the council. He said the meeting will look at the council's performance and identify key indicators for improvement.
Currently, there are some problems. For example, you have staff who are not taking it to heart to perform. We have departments that are not talking to each other. So we have partners that are not talking to each other, which in essence is an issue of coordination. We have projects that are coming into the council, but a certain sector within the council that is affected by it is not able to follow through. So it's an issue of coordination. That's why we felt we should be able to be here and reflect and discuss on our coordination.
Board Chairperson for National Local Government Finance Committee, Richard Chabweteka, said councils play an important role in the promotion of people's lives, saying the meeting is important to review progress.
As councils, have had challenges in terms of, financial management. We have helped them quite a lot in a number of areas to improve on financial management and capacity building through, trainings and the addition of qualified staff into the councils. So this is like a post-mortem to see where we are coming from, where are we, and what is it that, we need to improve on.
District Commissioner for Chitipa, Macmillan Magomero, said councils are also progressing well in as far as improvement in various areas is concerned.
As you can see now, the councils have taken a good number of successes. And maybe from the first time in the history of this country, you have seen that councils have attained an audit opinion, which is a clean audit report, which has never happened. So yeah, we are getting closer.
The meeting is being attended by members of parliament, council chairs, mayors, district commissioners, directors, among others.
Some economic experts have backed the proposal by Malawi Energy Regulatory Authority, MERA, to raise fuel prices now, saying maintaining the low prices will lead to shortages and other economic challenges. One of the country's economic experts, Emmanuel Soko, made the remarks after the country's consumer watchdog, Consumer Association of Malawi, KAMA, and Parliamentary Committee on Natural Resources and Climate Change agreed on the proposal. We have a report.
The proposal by MERA to raise the prices of fuel, citing increased landing cost of the product, has stirred debate. The debate comes after the Parliamentary Committee on Natural Resources and Climate Change also recommended that pump prices be adjusted to sustain the commodities' availability in the country. Chief Executive Officer for MERA, Henry Kachaje, said as a regulatory body, they made the increased proposal considering that suppliers may not continue bringing the commodity as they rely on levies for working capital.
We have two hard choices to make. The first hard choice is have fuel available at a price which is slightly higher, but a price which is the true cost of importing the fuel into the country. Or if we don't take that decision, what is going to happen is we are definitely going to run out of fuel in the country, and we will have the queues once again. So as a regulator, we feel it's our duty to make sure that the product is readily available in the country at a cost or at a price which allows importers to be able to bring it without making a loss.
Consumer Association of Malawi Kama Executive Director John Capito has also backed MERA on the need to adjust the price of fuel. Capito argued that the current fuel prices do not reflect the true cost of fuel on the global market. After hearing about the issue, the Parliamentary Committee on Natural Resources and Climate Change met with MERA officials to get a clear understanding on the development. The committee, after getting satisfied of the proposal by MERA, its chairperson Werani Chirenga presented a report in Parliament. However, some opposition members of Parliament who were among the Parliamentary Committee protested against the recommendation made by the same lawmakers. Meanwhile, economic expert Emmanuel Soko is in agreement with MERA, Kama and the committee to raise the fuel price, saying delays in raising the prices will bring chaos to the country's economy.
Even if we don't adjust the fuel, in few weeks to come, possibly there will be a scarcity of fuel. And then the inflation will also go up because of the scarcity. So my advice would be that they adjust the price, but possibly the advice is that they adjust the price smoothly so that the general population should not feel the hike.
Currently, Malawi's fuel pump prices are lower than the rest of the SADC region. Charles Bensulo, MBC News, Blantyre.
You are watching MBC News with me, Simeon Boyce, and my sign language interpreter tonight is Savita Wirima. Remember, you can access all MBC digital platforms by scanning the QR code on the top right corner of your TV screen. A reminder of our top stories. President Dr. Lazarus Chakwera says the conferment of senior counsel to 8 justices of appeal is not a political appointment. German Federal Bureau of Aircraft Accidents Investigation releases a report of a plane crash that claimed the lives of Vice President late Dr. Salos Chilima and 8 others. Some economic experts are backing the proposal to raise fuel prices, saying maintaining the low prices will lead to shortage of the commodity.
Zokoma tuku Maranatha sizikuteleke titatsekula Maranatha Capital Girls Academy makolo munalankhula tinamva munati mukufuna sukulu yapamwamba ku Capitolo ya Nyamata ndiye tadzanayo tsopano Maranatha Capital Boys Academy malo ake ndi abwino kwambiri 50 km kuchokera ku Lilongwe pamponera penipeni paja panali mbode motel chakudya ndi hotel standard kukamba za maphunziro mukudziwa kale inu yonse limaphweketsayi funsani ku university iliyonse ya mdziko muno mukamva kuti hafu ya ana kumeneko anachokera ku Maranatha. Izi sizomaganizaso kawiri katatu leloli imbani foni pa 0888 993 232 0993 832 832 kapena 0991 276 273. Anyamata onse ofuna kupita ku university chaka chamawa akukhamukira kumene kuku ku Maranatha Capital Boys Academy chifukwa tupaja zikakanika kwenaku ukuku ku Maranatha zimatheka.
Welcome to St. Peter's Private Schools in Imponela, where we prepare our students for the future with excellence, diversity and innovation. St. Peter's Private Schools in Imponela offers a wide range of academic programs that cater for the interests and abilities of our students. Our teachers are qualified, experienced and dedicated to helping learners achieve their goals. We have 3 schools under St. Peter's Private Schools. We have a primary school, boys secondary school and a girls secondary school at your disposal. Science and technology are crucial in today's world. We have audio visual learning facilities, state-of-the-art laboratory, and a modern and well-equipped library. At St. Peter's Private Schools in Imponera, we also celebrate our diversity and our culture. We also prepare our students for the next stage of their lives. So what are you waiting for? Join us at St. Peter's Private Schools in Imponera today and discover your potential. St. Peter's Private Schools in Imponera.
Welcome back. The Smallholder Farmers Fertilizer Revolving Fund of Malawi, SFFRFM, has described this year's National Agriculture Fair as crucial in exchanging ideas and innovations to improve the agriculture sector in Malawi. Director of Commercial Services for the organization, Ali Chuoko, made the remarks in Blantyre at Trade Fair grounds, where his organization is, among others, showcasing liquid fertilizer known as nano urea, which is the first of its kind in Malawi. Blessings Kanache has details in this report.
Mozambican President Dr. Felipe Jacinta Nyusi and Malawi's Dr. Lazarus Chakwera have officially opened this year's Agriculture National Fair. And the theme for this year is looking on the issue of innovation. And one of the companies that are exhibiting their products here is the Smallholder Farmers Fertilizer Revolving Fund of Malawi. And they have brought one of the products, which is liquid fertilizer. This is the very first time that Malawi is experiencing this innovation. And I would like to find out how important is this liquid fertilizer. Ali Chuoko is Director of Commercial Services at SFRFFM.
We are showcasing various products. For example, fertilizers. We have all types of fertilizers, NPK, urea, CAN. We also have maize seeds. We have agrochemicals, and we also have some farm implements. For example, treadle pumps and even hose. And we do have a new innovation, which is liquid nano urea fertilizer. This has just been introduced into the country, and we are the sole distributors for this liquid fertilizer in Malawi.
But how will this innovation help farmers in Malawi, bearing in mind that currently the government of Malawi is pushing very hard to make sure that mega farms are established almost everywhere in this country?
In terms of the benefit that the liquid fertilizer gives to farmers, is that when applied to the crops absorb all the nutrients from the fertilizer, and that helps to give the crops bumper yield. So that's the benefit, as opposed to the other granular fertilizers, whereby when they are applied, some of the nutrients are absorbed in the soil, and not all of them are absorbed by the plant. So that's the difference with this new technology. And in terms of also distribution, you will see that one bottle is worth 500 milliliters, and which is equivalent to a 50 kg granulated bag.
Over 170 companies are exhibiting their products this year at this year's National Agriculture Fair. And one of the companies is this SFRFFM. And looking at what Dr. Chakwera and also Dr. Nyusi say in their opening speeches, Malawi is poised to benefit from such innovations. Blessings Kanache, NBC News in Blantyre.
The Malawi Communications Regulatory Authority, MACLA, has launched a campus radio project aimed at setting up radio stations at 10 institutions of higher learning in the country. Launching the first of the 10 campus radios at Sherwood Open University in Lilongwe, Director General of MACLA, Daud Suleiman, said the project is aimed at making issues of national importance accessible to the masses through the additional institutional radios. Isaac Jali with details.
Launching the first of the 10 campus radio stations, Director General of the Malawi Communications Regulatory Authority, MACRA, Daud Suleiman, said the initiative also aims at helping the masses access information and programs about issues of national importance through the additional new radio stations, while also promoting businesses for small and medium enterprises through advertisements. For students in the selected institutions, Daud Suleiman said the initiative is also intended to provide hands-on skills in the production and broadcasting of programs using high-tech multimedia equipment.
The idea is to really ensure that we have more local content that is being generated in the country, and that a lot of communities are accessing content that is relating to their environments and to their localities. And therefore we are targeting colleges as our epicenter of where content will be generated. This content is first of all targeting the students themselves, but on a larger scale we would like to target the communities that are surrounding those colleges.
For his part, board chairperson for Sherwood University, Dr. Jerry Jana, said as Malawi continues to face knowledge gaps on education, health, climate and its effects, agriculture, among many, the campus radio stations will help close the knowledge gap, as expounded by Dr. Theodora Mapemba Musamba, the university's vice-chancellor.
As Sherwood, we offer a degree program, Bachelor of Arts in Mass Communication. This is a 4-year program. So for those students who are in this program, they will have hands-on. That's the first thing. Secondly, yes, it has to be self-sustainable. So basically, we will run it as a business on its own so that it can sustain itself. And we have already recruited qualified people to run this.
Sherwood Open University Radio will be accessed on 107.8 FM and will be broadcasting at a radius of 15 kilometers. MACRA is, among other things, providing free broadcast equipment such as a transmitter, an antenna, a mixer, microphones, audio processor, and a power backup generator. University of Malawi, Nzuzu University, Malawi University of Science and Technology, Malawi University of Business and Applied Sciences, MUBAS, St. Luke's Medical College in Zomba, Karonga Teachers Training College are some of the institutions which will benefit from the campus radio project. Isaac Jali, MBC, Lilongwe.
Director of Kungoni Center of Culture and Art at Muwa Mission in Dedza, Father Brendan O'Shea, says he will continue with the works of late Father Claude Boucher Chisale in preserving the Malawian culture, promoting arts and preserving the environment. O'Shea made these remarks during the burial ceremony of late Boucher at Muwa Mission in Dedza. Details in this report. Father Brendan O'Shea, who is popularly known as Angozo among the locals and speaks Chichewa fluently, is not a stranger to Muwa mission communities in Dedza. He came to Muwa in 1997 as a student, and he was attached to late Father Claude Boucher Chisale. When Father Chisale retired due to ill health in 2020, Father Brendan O'Shea stepped in as a new director of Ngoni Center of Culture and Art. Having studied anthropology just like his mentor, he is also a cultural enthusiast. In his homily during the Requiem Mass before the burial of late Father Claude Boucher Chisale, O'Shea hailed his mentor for preparing him to take over when he was alive and has promised to continue with his works.
I'll continue with the work of Chisale. It's a job that's been given to me by the Missionaries of Africa, and I've been with Claude for many years as a student, as a young priest, as the parish priest. He shared a lot of his gifts and his talents, and I recognise the great work that he's done and how important it is for Muwa, for Malawi, and further afield as well, also in the church. So I take this responsibility very seriously, and we have every confidence that his name will live on in the work that we do. His commitment, his interest, his love of all things Malawi will surely inspire us in all that we do as well. So there is no need for Ankawa, Gaya, Guopa. The work of Kungoni will continue.
Apart from encouraging locals in creating works of art, late Boucher, who founded the Kungoni Center of Culture and Art in 1976, is renowned for holding exhibitions nationwide as well as curating works in the Chamale Museum at the Mission. The works of the late Boucher were manifested when he was interred in an artistically carved coffin which was made by 30 artisans. The coffin was heavy as it was made from hardwood and it weighed over 60 kilograms. Simeon Boyce, NBC News, Mua Mission, Data. And in sports, the Malawi National Council of Sports has pledged to support the Malawi Under-19 cricket team as they aim to qualify for the T20 World Cup. The Council's chairperson of Sports Development, Helen Tasosa, made this commitment upon the team's return from Rwanda, where they secured 6 consecutive victories to win the ICC Women's T20 World Cup Sub-Regional Qualifiers Cup. Praise Majawa has compiled this report, read by Nobet Jameson.
Tasosa praised the team for making the nation proud, expressing confidence that they can advance to the World Cup in Malaysia next year.
For sure, they need to be motivated. They need to go and participate. And Sports Council will definitely come in and ask them not to sleep, because now they are climbing higher, and I know they will still bring back the results.
The team is scheduled to return to Rwanda in a few weeks for the final stage of the qualification process. Coach Geoshom Ntambalika expresses belief in the team's potential to succeed.
We went with the mission that we are going to win, we are going to compete, and we are going to participate in the tournament. The other teams were underestimating us that we are not going to win, but we came through as underdogs, beating the big teams there, and we came as winners. I'm proud of my teams, I'm proud of my players. They put up a good effort. I'm proud of my management, my coach, my manager, who was supporting also when we were doing the games. So I'm very, very happy.
Cricket Union of Malawi President Vivek Ganeshan hailed the victory as historic.
No, it's amazing. The fact that we beat every team there and qualified for the continental final is a great achievement. 2022 at the last event, we won 1 match and we finished 5th. So in 2 years to go win the competition shows we're moving in the right direction, shows the structures in place on the ground, through our player pathways, they're working.
The team's triumph has been widely celebrated across the country, including commendations from President Dr. Lazarus Chakwera and First Lady Madam Monica Chakwera.
Well, that item wraps up this edition of NBC News. A reminder of our top stories. President Dr. Lazarus Chakwera says the conferment of senior counsel to 8 justices of appeal is not a political appointment. German Federal Bureau of Aircraft Accidents Investigation releases a report of a plane crash that claimed the lives of Vice President late Dr. Salos Chilima and 8 others. Some economic experts are backing the proposal to raise fuel prices, saying maintaining the low prices will lead to shortage of the commodity. For more on these and other stories, follow our online platforms, Facebook, Twitter, and our website, mbc.mw. You can also access our MBC digital platforms by scanning the QR code at the top right corner of your TV screen. I am Simeon Boyce, and Savita Wirima was our sign language interpreter tonight. Thanks for watching. Goodbye for now.
Tamverani zachitika nso